back to Shiko Hope TV USA. My name is Shiko Hope, and this is where we say inawezekana. We give you hope. We tell you never give up, never lose hope. Always keep hope alive. And if this is your first time here, welcome to the family. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. Let us interact in the comment section. And as usual, I'm going to heart your comments. So guys, today I'm going to talk about baby care. Yes, you have been asking me, Shiko, can you take us through how you do it there in America? Because you normally say you don't have nannies, you don't have babysitters, you can't afford. How do you manage? How do you manage to take care of your baby, the small baby, when the other kids are at school? Or how do you do it? You know, you have been asking me for a long time, and now it's time to say what I do, or how I do, or how I go about it. So guys, I'm adjusting my stand over here. So yes, in America, when you have a small baby, it is very hard for you to employ nannies, but we manage in these ways. One, there are daycares where you can take your baby with milk, with diapers, and with I have never done it. I have never taken my baby to any daycare, but I have friends who do it. And you take your baby with everything. Their job is just to feed them. If it is food, they don't warm. They give it cold. Yes, American kids are used to cold to cold food. I don't know if there are some who warm. I don't know. If you know of one, comment below. Let us learn together. But the daycares that my friends take their babies, they are given cold food, which is not like bullying or whatever. It is their rule. They don't warm any food. They just give it as it is. And it is not bad. Like right now, it is in summer, so you can imagine warming food or whatever. They give it cold. I don't know. I have never taken my baby there. So that is one. The other thing, and those daycares, there are some which are expensive. Yes, daycares here are expensive, and there are some which are averagely, but they are affordable. And those ones are those daycares are registered daycares. Yes. Now, the other one that is mostly used by us Africans is you take your kids to a grandma. Someone like me, I invite my mom. She's old, but she's staying with me in my house. So some friends, they bring their kids to my house for my mom to look after these kids. Yes, at a small fee. Those ones are the most commonly used, and because those grandmas, it is just like their joy to look after these kids, but you give something small. Sometimes they are paid like $20 per day per child, or $30 per day per child. So it will depend on how you agree with that grandma. And that is the most commonly used method, because for the grandma, you're African, she knows how to handle African babies, right? Yes, and the other thing, she's cheaper than the other daycares. So that's what most of us do. Now, for myself, I have never taken my baby in daycare or to a grandma. Another thing, I'm going to answer that question. How do you bring up your baby? I'm going there. Another thing that you can do is that you can now employ that grandma. You want her to come to live with you, because maybe you are so busy, you goes to work and you have school, and you're schooling, and you have not one baby, but maybe you have two or more than one baby. So now you employ that grandma. She come to your house. She live with you for like 5 or 6 days a week, and then for 1 day or 2 days, she takes her day off, or 2 days off, which is also a good one. But for now, this grandma, she'll be looking after your kids only. She'll not be looking after any other kids. Now, you are paying her yourself, not with other people or other parents who are bringing their children to your house, because you can't allow that. You have employed this grandma, and I think they are also affordable. I know, because I am in some different American women groups. I see they pay like $1,000 to $1,200 per month. So when you calculate that, for those people who pay like $1,200 per month, it is like $40 per day. It's like $40 per day. And that grandma, she's living in your house the days that she's working. She's eating your food. It is just like house managers back in Kenya, but this one is a grandma, and she takes her days off. She goes to her son or her daughter's place. She spends the weekend there with her grandkids, and then from Monday she comes to your house and she lives there for the next 6 days. So $1,000 is like 100,000 Kenyan shillings. And there are some who pay 1,200, that is like 120,000 Kenyan shillings. So this shows here, this grandma, she's like a bit costly. She's a bit costly than when she's in my house, me, her daughter. You bring your children in my house and you pay $20 or $30 per child per day. You know, now because she's taking care of your only kids, you have to pay more. And if that is what you want, because maybe you are from work you go to class, you have assignments, you have some other stuff to do, you say, let me employ her. She took care of my kids when she's in my house, which is also good. It will depend with your pocket, it depends with what you want, and it depends with your needs. So any type of baby care is available. Another thing that you can do for your baby care is maybe you have a friend who has a baby. You can now alternate. You bring, maybe I work first shift and my friend works second shift, so she can bring her baby to me. I take care of the baby. Now I go to my shift, to my work. I take my baby to her. She took care of my baby. Most of the time, it is not these small babies. You know, small babies, they are so involving and demanding, you know, and you want to sleep because you can't just stay on like this, and the mother of this baby is at work, and then when the mother comes pick the baby, now you go to work. When did you sleep? So this method works for big kids like my babies, not my small baby, like my other kids, because those ones you can just leave them in the sitting and you go to the bedroom and sleep. They will not do anything harmful. They will not set the house on fire because they are big babies, right? But for the small babies, it is very hard to do that. Those are the kids that you take them to daycare, because you can't afford to remain awake during your shift and during your mom's shift, or you can't. But for the big babies, you can go to work in whoever's home, spend there. Yeah, I go to work, you go to work, drop them there, they stay there. The mother who is in that house, she's okay. The kids will remain in the sitting room, do their thing, watch movies, read books, whatever. The mother goes to the bedroom and sleep. And that's good. And that's good. But most of the time, it needs mutual understanding. Yes, because there are some people who will exploit others. Yes. There's some people who can exploit others. They are like taking double shifts because they know the kids will be at house. So you take double shift every day. Some people exploit others, and it is not fair. So whenever you see like your friend is exploiting you, you cut short. You are like, remain with your kids. Know where you will be leaving them. Yes, because you are misusing me. Yeah, it happens. You know, here I tell you everything, the good thing and the bad thing, because some people exploit others, right? Now, another thing that you can do, which is the best, is maybe your husband does not work far. You know, like these truck drivers, truck drivers, some of them go states to states. They move state to state. So that if that is your husband, he can't help with the babies. If your husband comes home every day, you can now plan and arrange as a family. Oh, your husband work days or morning shift. Now you will be working nights or afternoon shift. You alternate your shifts like that. By that, and that is the best. That is the best to use if you have small kids. Tell your husband not to do tracking because you will suffer with your kids. If he's doing tracking, maybe he'll be able to pay for the daycare, or he do the work. He be working and you stay at home with the kids, because you can't afford to. You can't afford to go to work and look after the kids all the time. So for the truck drivers, and most men like to be truck drivers, but because they have young family, that one cuts that. Because for sure tracking is a good one. You make good money, but you have small kids. How is the woman or the mother going to look after these kids? And the mother wants to work. You can't tell me to just stay at home like this, and I want my money too. I want my money. I want to feel like someone. So, for many men who wants to be truck drivers and they have young families, then the children needs cut that passion. They'll be truck drivers later when the kids grow big. But for now, so if your husband comes home daily, you arrange your schedules. You work this shift. You come, and then I leave. I go for my shifts. Yes, and by that, you also contribute. You take care of the kids. You bond with the kids. You spend time with your children. They know both of you. They know mom. They know dad. And you don't spend on baby care. You don't spend even a penny on baby care. And if you are so blessed to have bigger kids is any child who is 12 years and above. That child can babysit. That child can look after the others. If you have bigger kids, 13 years and above, 12 years and above, you are blessed. That one can babysit the others, can babysit the siblings, can give them food, can watch them, not to touch anything that is harmful, and you'll be good to go. And you'll be good to go. And if you have that 12 years and above, you are not going to spend on baby care. Maybe when the school is open, now that is time that you will suffer. You will suffer, but if you have a husband who comes home daily, you will interchange and alternate your shifts, and everything will be taken care of. And this is America. Yes, you have to plan. The best thing with America is it is 24-hour economy. It is not like everyone has to work 8 to 5 job. After 5, everything is closed. No. The economy runs 24 hours, 24-hour clock, So you can work any shift you want, so long as it fits your needs. It fits your needs. And most people do that. Most people alternate their shifts with their spouses, and they bring up their kids very smoothly without any hardship or any problems. So people are asking me, Shiko, how do you bring up your small baby? We know the big babies, they are good. But what about the small one when the others are at school? Yes. For me, what I do, we alternate shifts with my husband. Not my husband, woo! My husband. I don't have many husbands. So, it's my husband, one. So, what we do, we alternate shift. My husband work this shift and I work the other shift. And that is what we have been doing since day one, even before this baby was born. Before, when we came here, when we started life, remember I did a video on how we started life. We had a small baby that time. He was 2 years, almost 3 years. That is what we used to be. We used to do, and until now, that is what we do. We have never paid for daycare. We have never paid for grandma. We have never paid for anything. We just alternate shift. For me, since I came here, I have worked like all shifts because we want to fit. Sometimes my husband gets another job. He's supposed to work second shift. So for me, I had to switch my shift so that I can give him time to go to the other job. To move to the other job. So I have to change my shift. And changing shift is very easy. You just talk to your HR and she or he fixed you to the schedule that you want of your choice. I have worked nights. I have worked mornings. I have worked afternoon. I have worked like every shift. But let me tell you guys, the worst that I have worked is nights. I worked nights for 2 weeks and I was like, I can't do this. I can't. It was so bad. I could not continue with nights. In the morning when I was driving home, I was like, I missed to crash twice because I could not see that the lights are red. And thank God I was not I was not captured by anything twice. And I was like, oh, this is too much. I'm going to lose my life. And I went to the HR and I told her, you know what? Yes, I know I just moved tonight, but it is too much. And they talk and they listen and they are like, oh, so you want to change? What shift do you want? I told her, let me go talk to my husband. I'm coming back with the best shift for me. Yes, because you have to look for your kids, after your kids, and you have to work. That one is given. So you have to fix yourself. You scare. It is just like this. You look like mad people because you are running up and down. You want to fix everything, and you have to take care of your kids. But after all, you must come up with an answer or with a plan on how to go about it. And so far, so good. Right now, we don't struggle. Our schedules are good. They are perfect. We are good. My family is different from your family. So whatever works for me, it can't work for you. The best thing is to work as a family. You sit down, you arrange your family, you arrange your needs, you arrange your schedules, and you'll be good to go. It is doable. It is. For the last 1 year since this baby was born, we have never paid for a daycare. Because for me, I'm very paranoid. I don't believe in daycares. I don't believe in daycares, and I'm not proud. But it is what it is. So, guys, see